The following game is being played with History Maker Baseball Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2022, all rights reserved. If you would like to order a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, or if you would like to check out the other products offered from Play Games, please click on the link provided in the description box below.
Hello again, folks, and welcome back to the channel as we get set for yet another series in this project that I'm doing with the 1927 Yankees. As this series will feature the 2019 Oakland Athletics. And as you can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen, the 1927 Yankees currently lead this Gauntlet Challenge by winning 6 total series and losing only 4. Your pitching matchup for today's first game of the series between these two clubs will feature Frankie Montas going for the 2019 A's, and he will be opposed by Waite Hoyt going for the 1927 New York Yankees. Lineups have been exchanged at home plate. We are ready to play ball here at Oakland County Coliseum in Oakland, California. And Earl Combs steps up to the plate off of the main chart. Let's play ball. 2-3-3. 2-3-3. Is Montas an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace, and the decider die says he is an ace. So that's going to be a no-runs result of 3 dot to end the first inning here at the Coliseum. The 1927 Yankees are held scoreless in there for half of the first. Now let's see if the 2019 A's have some noisy bats in them to come up with some runs in the bottom half of the first. 166 is Waite Hoyt an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace pitcher. The decider die says he is not. Is Marcus Semien a sad sack batter? He is not. So that's going to be a men on base result with the base running adjustment and no adjustment needed, as we have the bases loaded full of 2019 Oakland Athletics. And we're going to re-roll the decider die to determine what the outcome is off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative chart, which I left the link to the charts down below in the description. And again, I only ask that if you have a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, feel free to try those charts out if you want to add a little bit more action and get a little more statistics out of your games. So with that being said, we'll roll the decider die. Dot is 3 hits. Blank is seeing multiple runners on base. And we will see the multiple runners on base chart with a red die of 6. And again, you can choose any die that you want. And it'll be back-to-back singles for Marcus Semien. So 3 singles in the game. And that'll bring up current San Francisco Giant, Matt Chapman. off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice as such of a 14. So I do apologize for the glare. So 14, scrapper hits single. Unfortunately, Matt Chapman is not a scrapper. That is going to be a bases clearing double for the Oakland Athletics, and they lead this game by a score of 3-0, courtesy of the Matt Chapman 3 RBI double. 3 RBI bases clearing double. And that's going to bring up current Brave, I believe he's still with the Braves, Matt Olson. To hit off of the men on base chart. 25. Iron fielder commits the error. Mark Koenig is a semi-iron. However, the decider die says he is not. So that is going to be a contact result of, or excuse me, not a contact result. It'll be a ground out. My mistake there. It'll be a ground out to end the first, and the 2019 A's take a 3-0 lead here at the end of one inning of play here at the Coliseum. We head to the second inning, and Babe Ruth will be the leadoff batter since Mark Koenig's card was used for the fielding check off of the men on base chart during Matt Olson's plate appearance. 1-1-4. One, yeah. And again, I do apologize for the glare. 1-1-4. Is Frankie Montas a struggler pitcher? He is not. Is Babe Ruth a champion batter? No, he is. He is a semi-champion. However, the decider die says he is not. So that's going to be a no runs result. Yes, no runs result of 1 dot to end the top half of the second here at the Coliseum with your score, the 2019 A's 3 and the 1927 Yankees, nothing. Here comes Chris Davis with a K to lead things off here in the bottom half of the second. 155 is Wade Hoyt, an ace pitcher. He is a semi-ace. However, the decider die says he is not an ace. Is Chris Davis with a K a hero batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be a no runs result of 5 blank. And that's going to end the second inning here at the Coliseum with your score still 3-0 in favor of the 2019 Oakland Athletics. We head to the third, and Lou Gehrig will lead it off against Frankie Montas. 135 is Montas an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace pitcher. The decider die says he is an ace, and it will be a no runs result of 5 dots to end the top half of the third. Now, before we continue on in this game, the way that I work the semi-ace quality is just for that particular at-bat. Unlike the optional rule on the posted on a blog post from play.com, which I'll hopefully leave a link in the description box below explaining all the details. Anytime that a pitcher rolls for the ace quality, and if he's a semi-ace and the decider die says he does have ace, he has it for the entire game. The way that I play it is if he has ace for that turn and that turn only. It could change. So say in the next inning, if we get an ace for Wade Hoyt and the decider die lands on blank, he does not have it for that turn. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So that's how I play it. And with that, we head to the bottom half of the third inning with the score 2019 A's 3 and the 1927 Yankees nothing. Here's Robbie Grossman, current. So I wonder if he's still on the Rangers though. Former Tiger though, former Twin. 1-2-4 is Wade Hoyt, an ace pitcher. And like I said, he is a semi-ace. The decider die says he is not. So he does not have ace for this turn. And we will now move on to a champion batter check for Robbie Grossman. He is not a champion. So that's going to lead to a no runs result of 1 dot to end the third inning here at the Coliseum, with your score still 3-0 in favor of the 2019 Oakland Athletics. Top half of the fourth, and Ben Pascal will lead things off here in the fourth inning for the 1927 Yanks. 4-4-6 is Montas a star pitcher? He is not. Is Pascal a hero batter? He is not. So that's going to be a no runs result. However, there's a possibility for a solo home run, and the black die is a 6. Ben Pascal has the semi slugger quality, and the decider die was not used. So it looks like that ball is going to be hit high, hit far, and hit out of the ballpark for a solo home run. And Ben Pascal puts the 1927 Yankees on the board to break up the shutout of Frankie Montas here in the fourth inning. We head to the bottom half of the fourth with the score now 3-1 in favor of the 2019 Oakland Athletics. And here comes current Tiger and former Oakland Athletic and former Brewer, former Met, Mark Canha. 1-4-6 is Wade Hoyt, an ace or dynamic pitcher. He is a semi-ace. The decider die says he is an ace. So that is going to be a no runs result of 6 dot to end the fourth inning. And that's going to keep the score right where it's at. It is still 3-1 in favor of the 2019 Oakland Athletics as we head to the top half of the fifth inning. Ray Morhart will lead it off for the 1927 New York Yankees. And we have triple one, so that's going to be an experience check. So we'll roll the blue die here. And it's a 6. And it reads, do we have an icon batter or prospect pitcher? Unfortunately, we do not. So that's going to be a no runs result of 1 dot. And that's going to do it for the top half of the fifth here at the Coliseum. We're halfway through this game. Your score is 2019 A's 3 and the 1927 Yankees 1. Here's Jurickson Profar. 2-3-6 is Hoyt a struggler or gilded pitcher? He is not. Is Profar a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be an RBI question mark result, and it looks like Jurickson Profar will get the RBI and increase the 2019 A's lead to 4-1, and we will roll for the outcome off of my homebrew RBI question mark micro RBI results narrative chart that I have also created for this project. And let's see what happens here for Jurickson Profar's outcome off of the RBI result. It'll be a hit, and since only 1 run was scored, we'll go ahead and use with a 6, and that is going to be a home run, the red die 6, and that is going to be a home run for Jurickson Profar. He let one loose, hit it toward the right center field out of town scoreboard, and gone. And that's going to do it here for the fifth inning. Your score is now 4-1 in favor of the 2019 Oakland Athletics. We move on to the top half of the sixth, and Julie Wera will lead things off for the 1927 Yankees. We have a 1-2-5. Sorry for the glare. 1-2-5. Is Montas not fresh? And again, the way that I work freshness on both sides is both pitching staffs is going to get 3 full fresh, 3 semi-fresh. Since we're in the semi-fresh innings, unfortunately for Montas, the decider die lands on blank, so he is not fresh. So that's going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment on Julie Wera, and luckily enough, that escapes trouble from Frankie Montas, as he will not be heading to the men on base chart to continue on in this inning, as it'll be a no runs result of 2 blank to end the top half of the sixth altogether. We now head to the bottom half of the sixth, and the score is now 4-1, with Ramon Laureano leaning off for the 2019 Oakland Athletics. 3-4-6. Is the pitcher not fresh? And again, 3 full fresh, 3 semi-fresh. The decider die says Waite Hoyt is not fresh, so it's going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment of neutral. So that is going to be putting the runners at the corners with a first and third situation, and it looks like we'll need to re-roll the decider die to determine the outcome. Dot is 2 hits, blank is seeing multiple runners on base. It seems that I dropped my dice. There it is. It's still on the table. And we'll see multiple runners on base. So we're going to read the red die 3 for this one, but you could use any die that you want. It will be a hit by pitch in 1 appearance and a hit and run single for Ramon Laureano in the next appearance. And here's Josh Fegley to lead things off on the men on base chart, but let's double check to see if that bullpen down the right field line is getting active. They are not, so they're putting faith in Waite Hoyt to get through this inning, because this will probably be his last inning of work here in this ball game. He will face off against Josh Fegley, the Oakland A's catcher. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 23. Eager grounds out. Josh Fegley is eager, so that is going to be a ground out to end the 6th inning. And that's going to do it for the that's going to do it. I keep saying 1927. Jeez. And that's going to do it for the 2019 Oakland Athletics here in the 6th. Your score remains 4-1, still in favor of the 2019 A's. And Frankie Montas is going to head back to the mound, but let's see if that pen down the left field line for the A's is getting active. They are. So Frankie Montas will have some backup if he decides to crack open here in the 7th inning, which I think he won't. So we'll see and find out as Pat Collins lead things off for the 1927 Yankees here in Game 1 of this series in the top half of the 7th inning. 4-6-6. So you guys don't have to see the glare. There we go. And I do apologize for any glareness that you see. I'm working on getting the lighting correct, or getting my lighting set up, so I do apologize. So 4-6-6. And it reads, is Montas a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pat Collins a hero batter? No, he is not. That's going to be a no runs result with a chance of a solo home run. However, the black die is not a 6, so therefore it's going to be a no runs result of 6 dot. No. So yeah, no runs result of 6 dot to take us to the stretch here at Oakland County Coliseum here in Oakland, California, with your score of 2019 Athletics 4 and the 1927 Yanks 1. And let's determine now if Wade Hoyt is going to remain in this ball game. He is, and he won't. So the 1927 Yankees will make a pitching change. And while these fine folks here at the Coliseum sing God Bless America along with Take Me Out to the Ball Game, we will take a timeout as the 1927 Yankees will make a pitching change. Timeout. Welcome back to Oakland County Coliseum as we get set for the bottom half of the seventh. And Bob Shockey will be the new pitcher for the 1927 Yanks to come out of the bullpen, as he will be the bullpen hero for the 1927 Yanks and will be fresh for the remainder of this game. His first task is out of the bullpen is to face a hot hitter in Marcus Semien. 246. Is Shockey a star pitcher? He is a semi-star. However, the decider die says he is not a star. Is Semien a champion batter? He is not. That's going to be a no-runs result. However, there's a possibility for a solo home run check, and the black die is a 6. Marcus Semien is a slugger. That is going to be hit high, hit far, and hit out of the ballpark for a solo home run for Marcus Semien, and he pads onto the lead for the 2019 Oakland Athletics here in the bottom half of the seventh. And that's going to do it for the seventh inning here at the Coliseum as the 2019 A's add on to their lead by a score of 5-1 over the 1927 Yankees. And now let's see and determine if Frankie Montas will stay in this game. He will. And he will. So we're heading to the top half of the eighth. This will probably be his last inning of work anyway, unless the score remains the same, and he will be facing against Cedric Durst to lead it off here in the top half of the eighth. 116. Is Montas a struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Durst a utility batter? He is not. That's going to be an RBI question mark result. However, the decider die says no RBI, and that's going to be a no runs result of 6 to end the eighth inning, and Montas is through 8 innings of work, just giving up only 1 run here in this game, with your score 5-1 in favor of the 2019 Oakland Athletics here in Game 1 of Series number 11. We head to the bottom half of the eighth, and Matt Chapman will lead it off for the 2019 A's. 113. Is Shockey a struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Matt Chapman a utility batter? No, he is not. So that's going to be an RBI question mark result. However, the decider die says no RBI for Mr. Matt Chapman. So that's going to do it for the inning. And he's going to pick up a no runs result of 1 to end the eighth inning altogether. And your score is remaining the same. 2019 A's 5 and the 1927 Yankees 1. We head to the top half of the ninth, and let's determine if Frankie Montas is going to be out there for the ninth inning. Oh, and he is not. So we are going to definitely make a pitching change, and we will take a quick timeout. Looks like it'll be Liam Hendricks to get things started here in the top half of the ninth for the 2019 A's coming out of the pen. Even though it's not a save situation, we are just going to get some work in for Mr. Hendricks. And he will be facing off against Earl Combs here in the top half of the ninth. 136. Is Hendricks an ace pitcher? Yes, he is. That's going to be a no runs result of 1 dot, and that's going to be all she wrote here in game 1 of this series as the 2019 Athletics take game 1 of this series over the 1927 Yankees by a final score of 5-1 off of a great pitching performance by Frankie Montas, going 8 strong innings and only allowing 1 run. And the A's were hammering away in game 1 of this series. So once again, if you are new to my channel, or if you just stumbled upon this video in the YouTube algorithm, I am glad that you clicked on this video. And if you like what you see, please consider liking the video, subscribing for more content here on my channel. So once again, your final score here from game 1 of series 11 is the 2019 A's 5 and the 1927 Yankees 1.